Beneath the waves, far from prying eyes, roam machines that most people will never see, yet they carry enough firepower to change the world in minutes. These are America's nuclear submarines. They do not patrol for glory, they do not sail for the spotlight. In fact, their greatest strength is invisibility. Day and night, rain or shine, American nuclear subs silently glide under the oceans, undetected and unstoppable, always ready to launch the deadliest weapons ever created. If an enemy ever dared to strike first, to destroy cities or cripple the nation's forces, these submarines would ensure swift, devastating retaliation. That is their mission, not to start wars, but to prevent them. They are not just boats, they are stealth fortresses, nuclear power plants, and weapons platforms all in one. Their crews live in metal tubes hundreds of feet below the ocean, cut off from sunlight, family, and the outside world for months at a time. They operate in total silence, where a single noise, a dropped wrench, a careless footstep, could reveal their position to an enemy hunter. In this documentary, we journey deep into the undersea world of America's nuclear submarine fleet. We'll see how these unstoppable underwater giants are built, how they operate, and why they remain one of the most powerful deterrents in human history. The story begins in the early days of the Cold War. After World War II, America and the Soviet Union entered a dangerous race to dominate the seas and the skies with nuclear weapons. Bombers could deliver atomic bombs, but they were vulnerable to anti-aircraft defenses. Land-based missiles were powerful, but fixed in place. The answer was to put nuclear weapons on submarines, vessels that could hide anywhere in the world's oceans and strike at a moment's notice. In 1954, the United States launched USS Nautilus, the first nuclear-powered submarine. It could stay underwater indefinitely, powered by a small nuclear reactor that generated heat and electricity without needing oxygen. No longer did submarines have to surface frequently to recharge their batteries. For the first time, submarines could truly disappear. Soon after, engineers went a step further. They designed submarines capable of launching nuclear missiles. The first of these, USS George Washington, entered service in 1960, carrying 16 Polaris ballistic missiles. America now had a weapon that could hide in the depths and strike anywhere on Earth. This changed warfare forever. The Soviets raced to catch up. The oceans became a silent chessboard where each side maneuvered its pieces, subs trailing subs, sonar beams sweeping through the deep, crews constantly listening, waiting. Out of this rivalry, the modern nuclear submarine fleet was born. Today, America operates two main types of nuclear submarines: ballistic missile submarines SSBNS and attack submarines SSNS. Ballistic missile submarines, the ultimate deterrent. These are called boomers because they carry ballistic missiles tipped with nuclear warheads. Their job is simple: stay hidden, stay alive, and ensure that if anyone attacks the United States, they will regret it instantly. The current class is called Ohio-class SSBNS. Each one is nearly the football fields long and carries 20 for Trident D5 missiles, each capable of traveling thousands of miles and striking with pinpoint accuracy. Just one submarine can carry more destructive power than all the bombs dropped in World War II combined. These subs are so quiet that they are almost impossible to track. When an Ohio-class leaves port, no one except the crew knows exactly where it's going, not even the president. They patrol silently, deep below the waves, communicating only in bursts of encrypted messages, waiting for an order they hope never comes. Attack submarines, silent hunters. The second type of nuclear submarine, the SSN, doesn't carry ballistic missiles. Instead, these boats are armed with torpedoes, cruise missiles, and advanced sensors. Their mission is to track and, if necessary, destroy enemy submarines and surface ships, gather intelligence, and support special forces. The Virginia class is the latest and most advanced. These subs have incredible sonar arrays, high-tech periscopes with digital cameras, and even lockout chambers for Navy SEALs. They can launch Tomahawk cruise missiles to strike targets on land or engage hostile subs in deadly undersea duels. Why nuclear power matters? Both SSBNS and SSNS are powered by onboard nuclear reactors. This means they never need to refuel during their decades-long service life. Their only real limit is food for the crew. A nuclear submarine can stay submerged for months, making it extremely difficult to track or ambush. Together, these submarines form a powerful shield and sword, a constant presence beneath the seas that no enemy can predict or defeat. What is it like to live on one of these giants? Imagine being sealed inside a long, narrow tube for 70 to 100 days straight, with 150 other people, no windows, no sunlight, and barely any personal space. Crews operate on a strict schedule, usually 6 hours on duty, 12 hours off. But off doesn't really mean rest. Time is packed with drills, maintenance, studying procedures, and cleaning. Privacy is almost non-existent. Sailors share bunks in shifts, a practice called hot tracking, because when one person leaves for duty, another immediately takes the warm bed. Fresh food runs out after the first few weeks, so the crew lives on frozen and canned meals. There is no internet, no phone calls, and only limited emails sent through highly secure systems. Days blur together in a world of artificial light. The psychological strain is real. Yet submariners are a special breed, highly trained, disciplined, and motivated by a sense of mission. They know their patrols are vital to national security. Every silent hour, every unseen mile traveled beneath the ocean helps prevent nuclear war. The ocean may seem vast and empty, but it's actually a battlefield of sound. Submarines use sonar, sound waves, to detect other ships and subs. The quietest vessel usually wins. American subs are among the quietest in the world, but they are constantly shadowed by competitors. During the Cold War, US and Soviet subs played dangerous games of cat and mouse under the ice of the Arctic and in the deep Atlantic. Crews could sometimes hear an enemy sub only a few miles away, yet neither side dared make a move unless ordered. Modern US attack submarines are hunters. Their mission is to ensure no enemy sub can get close to an American coastal missile submarine. They also monitor foreign navies, map undersea cables, and even deliver SEAL teams for covert missions. In a conflict, these subs could disable enemy fleets long before surface ships even arrive. The Ohio-class boomers are aging, and they will soon be replaced by the new Columbia-class SSBNS, the most advanced ballistic missile submarines ever built. They will be even quieter, with state-of-the-art nuclear reactors and life support systems requiring fewer overhauls. The Virginia-class attack subs are also being upgraded with new weapons and sensors, including hypersonic missile capability. The U.S. Navy is investing heavily in unmanned underwater vehicles that can work alongside manned submarines, scouting dangerous waters or laying undersea mines. These changes are critical because other nations are also improving their undersea fleets. Russia, China, and others are developing quieter submarines, advanced torpedoes, and new ways to hunt American vessels. The oceans of the future will be even more contested and even more important to control. America's nuclear submarines are not just weapons. They are guardians. Their very existence deters war. Any adversary knows that no matter how many missiles or bombs they might launch, somewhere under the ocean lurks a submarine ready to respond with overwhelming force. These unstoppable underwater giants have sailed and seen for over 60 years, ensuring that nuclear weapons remain a threat never used. They are silent sentinels, patrolling the deep, and as long as they exist, no enemy can ever truly take America by surprise. When you walk along a quiet beach, you might think the ocean is calm and empty. But far beneath those waves, somewhere in the black silence, the U.S. Navy submarine may be gliding by, invisible, unstoppable, and always ready.